All right, we're gonna ride along with Chad. Today's video is late. I have had quite a few messages and from different, from different ways, text, like Instagram, Facebook. I want to know if I was okay. Yes, I'm okay. I just fooled around last night and I didn't get a video ready. I didn't feel like doing one this morning, and I thought, maybe nobody will miss it or anything like that. Well, no, that's not the case. So here you go. Put one out this afternoon. I'm going to kind of narrate along. I'm not going to voice over the whole video, but I'm going to explain a few things. I'm going to go over a couple of things here right quick. Logging is very brutal. It doesn't matter whether you're on a skidder, a cutter, the processor, or loading trucks, or in a truck, or bulldozer, or any other machine out there. It is. There's a lot of people that show up and have never been they've been on equipment and stuff like that, and they think they want to, operate in the woods. But logging is brutal. It's unforgiving. Your body takes a beating all day long. I mean, it's constant, and it takes a toll on you after a while. So, this machine here, the bogie skidder, the 635, is not near as bad a ride as a normal four-wheel machine. If you'll watch those bogies pivoting back there, like right now, how they're walking over that brush, they'll walk over it pretty good. And it doesn't beat you as bad as a four-wheel machine does. The cutter, four-wheel cutter, rubber tire cutter is really, really bad too. They will beat you to death. I'm going to point out a couple of things on this machine right quick, and I'm going to be quiet, and I'll come back here in a minute. I'm going to kind of run along toward the end. Oh, and stay tuned. You're going to get to see some killer Boston butts that I smoked over the weekend too. All right, so he's running the machine backwards, and as I said before, when you spin the machine or spin the seat forward or backwards, you've got pedals in the front and pedals in the back for your throttle. And so when he spins it to the back, his right and left stays right and left, and then when you spin it back to the front, see, like right there, he's spinning around. There's a lever down there that kind of protrudes out in the center right there at the floor of the base of the seat. And you bump that lever with your foot, and it unlocks that turntable on that seat to where you can turn. There are some people pointed out about the seat being loose. It actually don't really hurt anything with that little bit with that give it's got, because it actually helps take some of the shock out of the machine as you're bumping over stuff and things like that. And oh, by the way, this machine's I'm sure well over $500,000 now, and this machine has got over 10,000 hours on it now, I believe. So I mean, it's tough on this stuff to hold up long term. So y'all enjoy the ride along with Chad here for a little bit, because he don't talk in this whole video, and then I'm gonna jump back here in just a little bit. So a lot of people, will come, want to work, things like that, as I was saying earlier, and they get in a machine or something, you start working with them, and they find out that it's not what they thought it would be. It takes the right individual to sit on one of these machines all day long, day in and day out, and to have the mindset, because he's watching that boom right there right now, but it's also his peripheral vision. You seen him, he looked over to the right. Derek's right over to the right of him right now cutting. See Derek right there. So he's everything, your radar's going on all day long. Watch him here in just a minute. He's fixing to walk this machine, and I'm going to kind of walk you through what he's going to do here as he gets to this wet spot. This is where the bogey machine really, really shines, and he pushes himself through this place. You'll see him working a joystick here in just a little bit, but there's so much stuff going on all these machines. If you're a person that's complacent, that's not really good at paying attention, or seeing out, you're not going to do real good. All right, now here he's coming in. See the bogey's back there walking down, the back one's going down. All right, he's working the machine. He's trying to stay on that brush right there. See it spinning? All right, now he's working that boom. He lets the top part down and then pushes the back out. Now he's picking back up on it to get him another pipe. See, he's starting to push him. Each time you watch him, when he pushes, it'll shove the machine forward. See how he's rolling that joystick to work it out? This option right here is what Tigercat killed John Deere with that right there. Because on the older John Deeres, when Tigercat came along, on the older John Deeres, to do that same function right there, you had to mash in the clutch on the machine. You had to put your toe on the brake and hold the machine so that when you mashed the clutch in and you picked up on it, you didn't pull yourself back down in the hole that you were in, because the goal is to go forward. You held the brake with the ball of your foot, and then you took the heel of your foot and rolled it over on the throttle and held the throttle, gave it some fuel there, and where you could work the boom, where you get some hydraulic speed to work the boom, and then dump the clutch, let off the brake, slam the throttle, and throw the boom down, everything. The way this machine works is when you work the throttle, you work the joystick right there, it sends the machine wide open, and it locks the brakes automatically on the machine. So all you do is just let off the throttle, or you can keep holding it down. It doesn't matter on this one. But when you work that joystick right there, it locks the brakes on that thing. So when you go to pick up on it, it don't pull you backwards. And it's just it's a lot more user-friendly machine to run compared to what the Deeres of the past used to be. We had the 8-speed power shifts in them, but like I said, it's tough. It's tough. The people all the time ask me about wanting to run a machine and all, and it's just only a select group of people that are capable of doing it day in and day out, year after year, for a long term. That button right there is working right there now. That's working a blade. What he's up there at Kevin, and he's kneading brush. So he's blading everything off from Kevin right there, pushing up beside him. He's pushing all that stuff off, and then he's going to grab it. So he's working that blade. So y'all just hang with Chad for just a little bit longer here. Alright, so cooking with cotton top. We got butts on there this morning. Got a pro from the Pit Boss in there, and then I've got a pro to the Inkbird, and in each butt there you can see them, CS1 and 2, they're both 32 degrees, and we're gonna cook on 225 today. That's what we're gonna do. It's pellet grill, it's not full of pellets. I actually took the grate that goes in the inside right there in the top. I took it out, don't need it. So we're gonna shut them down. We're looking for 200 degrees. We're not gonna wrap these today. We're gonna leave them just like they are right there. So, nighty night, boys. See you later. Later, taters. All right, we're 5 hours in. One butt is 156 degrees and the other one's 140. 140 is the larger butt, which is this one over here. This is the first time I've opened the Pit Boss to look at them. This is the smaller one. That's the one that's at 156 right there. So we're rolling right on along. They're looking good, smelling divine. I mean, remember the pellets were level full all the way to the top. This is what we've run out of the pellets so far. We still got 5 hours, probably another good 3 hours. We're going to 200 degrees. And as I said earlier, we're not gonna wrap those up at all. We're gonna leave them just like they are. All right, I just cut everything off. We have been right at 10.5 hours now. Look at them things. The bones. Those are right there. We're just going to pull them off, let them sit for a few hours. All right, so that's what they look like off the grill. That's some meat that just fell off of them right there. That stuff's right there. I have hope, and my hope is that I'm driving everybody insane with the cooking stuff. You ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till the creme brulee drops that I cooked. It's gonna be in tomorrow's video at the end of it. Did it in the Instant Pot. Just wait. Later, taters.